Welcome to the GCN Racing News Show, the last of the year, in fact the last GCN video of 2018. Coming up, what do pro riders want to achieve in 2019 and what can you achieve yourselves? We asked the pros what is the one race missing from their palmares, but we also look back at some of the non-pro racing we've covered this year, which might give you some ideas on what events to enter yourself in next year. First up though, I will hand you over to Mr. John Cannings.
And if you could win one race, what would it be?
I really love to win Flanders.
Yeah.
But it's a dream. Let's try to make this dream real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while since an Italian won Flanders, hasn't it?
Who was the last one? Milan, I think.
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, it's just a few
Probably.
years. Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, maybe.
If I could win, it would be the World Championships. That's for sure.
My dream, to win the stage of the Grand Tour.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
Some interesting answers there. Right, since today is really the last chance that it is acceptable to take a look back over the year, we're going to do just that. But instead of focusing on the World Tour races, we're going to look over some of the more diverse events that took place this season. And as I mentioned, it might give you some ideas when it comes to planning your own cycling diary. Let's start then with an event that we took part in ourselves. I say we, effectively Hank got the short straw, the only straw, and raced the Red Hook Crit over in Milan, the first ever fixed gear event by a GCN presenter. And didn't he do bloomin' well? The Red Hook Crits are quite mad if you ask me. No brakes, tight circuits and large bunches, plus plenty of crashes. So if you haven't already caught up with all the action, make sure you check out the video on the channel and see how James got on. Next on the list is the somewhat misleadingly named Canyon Belgian Waffle ride, which is actually in California over in the USA. There are waffles for all entrants and competitors though. The Waffle Ride was won this year after a closely fought battle by Brian McCulloch ahead of Ted King in a time of 6 hours 34 minutes. The route of 134 miles includes 46 miles of dirt sectors and almost 4,000 metres of elevation gain. Next year's event is open to entries already, so if it's your kind of thing, then why not sign up to the suffering of the ride and the indulging of the waffles. Another event attended by ourselves was the Dirty KANZA, also in the US, with a special appearance from Catherine. And fair play to her, she completed the 200 miles of off-road gravel riding, even if she was harshly criticised for taking some outside assistance in the form of pickle juice. If that doesn't seem hard enough, / you're absolutely mad, then why not sign up to the DKXL, which is 350 miles of gravel riding. This year's winner of that event was Matt Acker in a time of 25 hours and 10 minutes, 40 minutes ahead of second place. The event has now been running since 2006 and has gained somewhat of a cult following, and it's likely that if you compete next year, you'll be doing so alongside a rider or two from the EF Education First Draft Pack powered by Cannondale Clove by Rafa Racing at an event near you team. Transcontinental race is described as the definitive self-supported bike race across Europe, an estimated distance of just under 4,000 kilometres this year. Riders race from HEADWIND in Belgium across to Meteora in Greece. This year's event was won by James Hayden from the UK. Now the winners are generally expected to take between 7 and 10 days to compete what is a gruelling test of endurance that covers more kilometres than any of the Grand Tours do. And the riders must complete all of this unsupported. The idea originally was created by the late Mike Hall and the event lives on in his memory. If these last couple have been bordering on extreme, how about a nice gentle ride around a lake? Well, it is 300 kilometres, but it's nice and smooth. It started out in 1966 with just 300 riders, but the ride has now gained such popularity in Sweden that Swedish pros are asked 2 questions about their careers. Have you done a Tour de France? And have you ridden the VÄTTERNRUNDAN? Sorry about the pronunciation. These days you can expect close to 30,000 riders to attend the event. If record breaking is your thing too, then why not team up with a group of similarly able mates and have a go at smashing the current record of 6 hours, 37 minutes and 9 seconds. Sounds impossible, but it is relatively flat with well under 2,000 metres of climbing. One absolute highlight on the channel this year was a rare glimpse into the billion-dollar industry of Japanese KEIRIN racing with John Cannings. A real eye-opening look into what is an incredibly strict and controlled world of bike racing. Most of the world's big names within track sprinting have spent time in a Japanese KEIRIN school, so to finally see more about this aspect of our sport was really interesting. Next up, definitely one of the slowest events on our list, but also possibly one of the most accessible championships in the sport of cycling. All you need to take part in the Dutch HEADWIND Championships is a city bike with a coaster brake and a lot of wind in your face. A bit like a Dutch oven, but not. The event is generally announced the day before it happens, with location and start times being made public when weather conditions are deemed suitable for the event. And by suitable, we mean wind forces of 50 km/h and above. The inaugural event was held in 2013 and won by the mountain bike legend Bart Brentjens. Held every year on the first Saturday after Thanksgiving, I imagine to burn off excess calories, the Pittsburgh Dirty Dozen features 13 of the toughest and steepest climbs over a 50-mile course. The event has run every year but once since 1983, and Steve Cummings, not the UK pro, has won it on 11 occasions. The rules are a bit like a mountain bike enduro or a rally race, with only the climbs contributing to the results in the form of special stages. 10 points are awarded to the winner of each sector. The world's largest gravel road bike race, BARRY-ROUBAIX, this year celebrated its 10th anniversary and introduced a new distance, with the main event becoming 100 miles and nicknamed the Psycho Killer. The winner, Michael Simonson, took 5 hours and 23 minutes to complete that course. This year, 3,500 people started the event that is held in Barry County, starting in Hastings, Michigan. If you fancy having a go at this, you'd best sign up quickly and get training. Next year's event takes place on April the 13th. Right then, that's all from me and from us for this year. Let us know in the comments what events you're planning on riding in 2019. I'm sure our viewers would like some more ideas. I am off to party, but I'll be back tomorrow with Si on the GCN show, if I'm in a fit state. Now, 2 choices of videos to watch in the meantime. If you want to see exactly what James's experience was like at the Red Hook Crit in Milan, click just down here. Or if you'd like to see the weird and wonderful world of John Cannings, the weird and wonderful world of KEIRIN racing, you can click up here.